Hi viewers, welcome to the Grammar channel. Today we are going to learn about parts of speech. Parts of speech is an important chapter in English language. Part of speech tells us how the word functions to convey the meaning within that particular sentence. Now there are 8 parts of speech in English language and they are noun, pronoun, verb, adjective, adverb, preposition, conjunction and interjection. Now first we are going to learn about noun. A noun is a name of a person, place, thing, animal, fruits, vegetables or any idea. Like Anu is a name of a person, St. John's School or USA, Singapore, name of a place, and cricket bat, thing, happiness, darkness, thankful, all these are idea. Now there are many kinds of nouns. Let's see about it. Common noun. Common nouns are that we talk about in general, like there are many animals in the zoo, the birds are beautiful, the fresh vegetables are piled up in the market and fruits are so healthy, like this. But then when we specifically say the giraffe is very dangerous, elephant has a huge trunk and fruits are particular, mango is very pulpy, then this is called proper noun, specific noun. Always keep in mind proper nouns start with a capital letter. Next, singular noun. Singular noun denotes one person or one place, one thing or an idea, while the plural noun names more than one place, like two boys are playing in the ground, like this. Then concrete noun. Concrete noun is a noun that can be identified through one of the 5 senses. The 5 senses we all know: taste, touch, sight, hearing and smelling. For example, where did you keep your phone? Concrete. Where is the iron box? Concrete. Now flowers, sunset, thunder, lightning, these are all few examples of concrete noun. Next is abstract noun, that denotes an idea: truth, honesty, policy, danger, happiness, right? And then collective noun is that refers to a group of things or group of people: army, family, team of players, bouquet of flowers and all that. Next we are going to see pronoun. So pronoun is a word used in place of a noun. Substituting a noun is called a pronoun, like he, she, it, they, we, I, you and all that. So pronoun is replaced exactly with the right gender, like Anu is a smart girl, she plays chess well. Ram is a smart boy, he is a cricketer. So he, she, it, they and all that corresponding to the gender. Now a personal pronoun. There are different kinds of pronouns. First one is the personal pronoun we use to substitute the name of a person. And then possessive pronoun, that indicates the ownership, like belonging. A possessive noun is that has something in it, like adding an apostrophe and s to the noun is possessive pronoun. Maybe for singular form we add apostrophe and s. For the plural form we add s apostrophe. For example, Arun's bat is new. Arun apostrophe s. It's a singular noun. The girls' bags are in the library. We add apostrophe after girls. GIRLS apostrophe. So this is plural possessive form. Next comes reflexive pronoun. Reflexive pronouns are words that end with self or selves, that are used when the subject and the object of a sentence are the same. For example, I believe in myself. they completed the project themselves. Ram cooked himself. Like same noun with self words. The 9 reflexive pronouns are myself, yourself, himself, herself, oneself, itself, ourselves, yourselves, and themselves, plural form. Next is relative pronoun. A relative pronoun is one which is used to refer to nouns mentioned previously, be it people, place, things, animals, or ideas, all that. Relative pronouns can be used to join two sentences, like the lady who came to your house is a teacher. Ram finally visited the school that had great reviews. Like we have some simple formula. Who and whom, they all, these two words refer to a person. Whom and who, these two words refer to a person. Which refers to an animal or thing. I saw a giraffe which was very beautiful, like that. What refers to a non-living thing. When refers to a day, date, and time. And where refers to a place, particular place. This is where I grew up, and this is where I learned to dance, and all that. So that refers to a person, animal, or thing in general. Next one is demonstrative pronoun. This one represents a particular thing or things that can be near in distance or time, or far in distance or time. For example, this is my book, that is my house, these are my classmates, those are his friends, and all that. Next one, indefinite pronoun. A pronoun that does not refer to any person or amount or thing in particular, like anything I do, I can go anywhere I want, I'll call anyone, I'll call someone, I have something, like not particularly mentioning about what you have. In general, anything, something, everyone, like indefinitely mentioning. Next, we move on to verb. A verb expresses action. Something is being done, like talk, write, jump, run, walk, and all that. There are other kinds of verbs also, helping verb like is, are, was, were, and all that. The verb in a sentence tells us a particular action. Verb also takes different forms to express tenses, future, present, past, according to the context of the sentence. Next, we move on to adjective. The fourth one of the parts of speech is adjective. An adjective modifies or denotes, describes a noun or a pronoun. Ram is a handsome boy, and his blue shirt is very attractive, and John is a smart child, smart kid, something like that, and your dress is very clean, neat. Something denotes a noun. So the adjective is modifying or describing or denoting a noun or a pronoun. Next, we move on to adverb. An adverb modifies again or describes a verb, like it's extremely dangerous to go to the forest alone. It's he drives the car very carefully on road, on highways, and she talks quietly, and she is a friendly girl. She talks very politely to all the friends, and all that. We have to write neatly, right? The right is a verb, neatly is adverb. The adverb neatly denotes the verb that is right. Next, we move on to preposition. A preposition is a word placed before a noun or a pronoun to form a meaningful sentences. Meaningful sentence like after, in, on, at, under, over, above, about, with, and all that. Far, beyond, behind. There are many prepositions in general that are in use. Next one is conjunction. Conjunction joins words. Conjunction joins words to convey the exact meaning of that particular sentence. Generally, we learned and, but, or, so, because, while, until, unless, although, yet. All these are conjunctions used in sentences to convey particular meaning of that sentence. Next one is interjection. Interjection is a word used to express emotions and feelings. Like, for example, wow, what a beautiful mountain. Oh, is it? And alas, we lost the match. And hurrah, we won the match. Like this, all exclamatory words. Like, interjection is a word used to express emotion. It is often followed by an exclamatory mark. Like at the end of the sentence, we finish the sentence with an exclamatory mark when it has interjection word. So this is what is parts of speech all about. And we recall the 8 parts of speech are noun, pronoun, verb, adjective, adverb, preposition, conjunction, and interjection.